Everything you think you know about helping your baby's brain develop might be backwards. That thing you do to keep them calm, it might be limiting their learning. That routine everyone swears by, it could be slowing their development. There are 9 incredibly common habits that almost every parent does, thinking they're helping, when science shows they can actually slow down brain development. And once you know what they are, you'll wonder why nobody told you sooner. Let's dive into these 9 habits and how to fix them so your baby's brain can thrive. Before we jump in, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our baby development tips. Also, drop a comment below telling me which of these habits you think you might be doing. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with the big one that nobody wants to hear about: screens. Here's the truth. Excessive screen time can get in the way of your baby's learning, especially in the first 18 months. Babies learn best from real people, not from phones, tablets, or TV. So screens should be very limited at this age, except for video chats with family. Think about it this way. When a baby stares at a screen, they miss chances to look at faces, hear real voices, move their body, and explore their world. These missed opportunities can slow down language and social skills over time. Instead of screens, you can read simple books, sing songs, cuddle, and talk to your baby. These moments help build strong brain connections in a safe and loving way. I know it's tempting to use a screen when you need 5 minutes of peace. We've all been there. But try to keep it to an absolute minimum in those first 18 months. Here's something a lot of parents don't realize. Sleep is absolutely crucial for your baby's brain and body. During sleep, the brain organizes new information and helps your baby stay calm and ready to learn the next day. It's literally when all that learning gets filed away properly. When sleep is all over the place, or your baby is constantly overtired, they may be fussier, have a harder time paying attention, and struggle more with learning new things. You can't control every nap or night, trust me, I know. But a simple, steady routine can make a huge difference. Try something like a calm bath, dim lights, and a quiet song at about the same time each night. This helps your baby's brain and body recognize that it's time for rest. Consistency is your friend here, even if it's not perfect every single night. Now, before you panic, let me be clear. Pacifiers and thumb sucking aren't evil. They can be helpful tools that calm babies and reduce crying, especially in those first few months. Used in moderation, they're not likely to harm your baby's brain. The trouble starts when a baby has a pacifier in their mouth almost all the time they're awake. This can reduce chances to babble, make sounds, or use other ways to communicate and ask for comfort. And communication is huge for brain development. You might choose to use the pacifier during naps, bedtime, or extra fussy times. That's totally fine. But try to take it out more during playtime so your baby can practice making sounds, smiling, and reaching out to you or other people. Those little coos and babbles are actually brain-building exercises. This one has a fancy name, but it's actually super simple. Babies' brains grow through back and forth interaction, which experts call serve and return. When your baby looks at you, makes a sound, or reaches out, that's the serve. When you smile, talk back, or gently touch them, that's the return. These small moments teach your baby that the world is safe, that their voice matters, and they help build language and social skills. It's like a conversation, even before your baby can actually talk. Now, no parent can respond perfectly every time, and that's completely okay. What matters is being mostly warm and responsive over time. Talking, singing, playing, and making eye contact as often as you reasonably can. You don't need to be perfect, just present. All families feel stress sometimes, and short periods of stress are totally normal. Life happens. But long-lasting, intense stress in the home, like constant yelling, fear, or chaos without comfort, can make it harder for a baby's brain to grow well. When stress is very high and there's little support, babies' stress hormones can stay elevated too, which may affect the parts of the brain that control emotions and learning. Babies are like little sponges. They absorb the emotional atmosphere around them. You can protect your baby by trying to keep home as calm as possible, taking breaks when you're overwhelmed, asking for help from friends, family, or professionals, and giving your baby lots of cuddles and gentle words when things are hard. And hey, if you're struggling, that's okay. Reaching out for help isn't weakness, it's strength. Let's talk about food, because your baby's brain needs good fuel to grow properly. Nutrients like iron, healthy fats, and certain vitamins help build brain cells and connections. It's literally the building blocks of brain development. Breast milk and iron-fortified formula both support healthy brain development when given in enough amounts and on a steady schedule. As your baby starts solid foods, offering a variety of healthy options like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, eggs, and fish that are safe for babies supports both brain and body. Try to avoid lots of sugary drinks or junk food, which fill your baby up without giving the nutrients their brain actually needs. If you have questions about feeding or growth, it's always a good idea to check with your pediatrician. They can help you make sure your baby is getting what they need. Here's one that surprises a lot of parents. Tummy time isn't just about keeping your baby entertained. It's actually crucial for development. Tummy time is when your baby is awake and on their tummy while you watch them closely. This helps strengthen the neck, shoulder, and core muscles they need for rolling, sitting, crawling, and eventually walking. If babies spend most of their awake time in car seats, swings, bouncers, or other containers, they move less and can be slower to reach important motor milestones. Think of it this way. Would you get strong if you never exercised? Same thing for babies. Aim for short, frequent tummy time sessions on a safe surface. Start with just a minute or two and slowly build up as your baby gets stronger. Talk, sing, or place a toy in front of your baby to make it fun and interesting. Some babies hate tummy time at first, but stick with it. It gets easier. Babies learn by exploring. They touch things, look around, bang stuff, drop things, and test what happens. This isn't them being annoying. This is literally how they figure out how the world works and build problem-solving skills over time. If parents are super overprotective and almost never let the baby move, reach, or try new things, it can seriously limit learning opportunities. Now, this doesn't mean letting your baby be unsafe. Instead, it means creating a safe space, like a gated area on the floor with safe toys, where your baby can move, crawl, and explore while you watch and stay nearby. Let them touch different textures, knock over blocks, and yes, even put safe things in their mouth. That's how they learn. Your job is to make the environment safe, not to prevent all exploration. Here's the last one, and it's a big one. Hearing lots of words in a warm, natural way helps your baby's brain grow strong language and thinking skills. Every time you talk, sing, or read to your baby, you help build important brain connections for understanding and using words later on. And here's the best part. You don't need special programs or fancy vocabulary. Just narrate your day in simple language. Now we're putting on your socks. You see the dog? Or, you're kicking your feet. Read the same books again and again, sing simple songs, and respond when your baby coos or babbles. What matters is regular, caring conversation, not perfection. Talk to your baby like they understand you, because their brain is soaking up every single word, even if they can't respond yet. So there you have it. 9 habits that can make it harder for your baby's brain to reach its full potential if they happen a lot over time. But here's what I want you to remember. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to notice where you might make one small change, turning off a screen, adding a short tummy time session, or talking a bit more during diaper changes. By focusing on loving interaction, good sleep routines, healthy food, movement, safe exploration, and rich language, you're giving your baby's brain the absolute best start possible. You're not just raising a baby, you're literally building a brain that will serve them for their entire life. And that's pretty incredible when you think about it. Remember, you're doing better than you think. And now you're armed with the knowledge to do even better. Your baby is lucky to have you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Your engagement means everything. When you like, subscribe, or comment, it tells me that what I'm creating matters. Your support truly makes a difference. And always remember, guide with logic, lead with love.